Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Saratoga Racecourse here on Saturday. It is the 23rd of July, 2022. Gonna look the stakes races on the program from the spot, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it, around the world. It's gonna be a hot day today at Saratoga here in New York City, downstate also, and basically all across the East Coast it seems. So it's gonna be a horrible, horrible warm day, and of course I have no air conditioner. Air conditioner broke, so it's even worse for me. But we're gonna look at races 5 and 10 from Saratoga. So let's get to it right now. The fifth race, it is the Coaching Club American Oaks. It's a Grade 1 event going for a purse of $500,000. Races for 3-year-old fillies. We have 5 horses, but it's a good group of 5 horses going one lap around the Saratoga main track, which is 1,800 meters in circumference, or the mile and 1/8 trip on the Saratoga main track. 1,800 meters, 1 mile 1/8. My top selection, I'm going to go with the number 3 horse here, Nest. Let's go 3-5-2-4 in the superfecta. 3-5-2-4 super, top selection of 3 horse Nest. This 3-year-old Philibert Curlin, Tom Pletcher trains. Ira Tees Jr. gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 11th of June at Belmont, a mile and a half in the Belmont Stakes. And the filly ran well against the boys. She got beat by the stablemate Mo Donegal that day, but she finished second by 3 lengths. She just stalked all the way around the race course after not the best beginnings and a little bumpy beginnings. But she ran her heart out there. Nothing bad about that race. Coming back down to a mile and 1/8 from the tracking position in this race, I think she's in a good spot to win. But I think next start in Alabama probably would even suit her better, depending on what she does today. Do they try to track her to the Travers in 6 weeks or so? We'll have to wait and see. 2 back, the horse ran the 6th of May at Churchill, wet fast, but her going a mile and 1/8 in the Grade 1 Kentucky Oaks. She finished second by 2 lengths. Secret Oath just closed up from nowhere that day to really get a good race. This horse had mid-pack most race. She closed up well, but it was just a little bit too late. But again, she ran her heart out there. And then prior to that, on wet fast going at Keeneland, a mile 16th in the Grade 1 Ashland. She won by 8 1/4 lengths again. She doesn't have a lot of forwardly pace early on, but she came from mid-pack that day, and she got the lead going away. A very easy race there, earning a career best 92 by her to that point. And then prior to that, in the seasonal reappearance in the Suncoast at Tampa, mile 40 there, she won by 6 lengths, and again from a tracking position, a little bit wide, but she took off clear. Her 2-year-old campaign was really, brilliant, I thought. The only subpar race was attempted where I thought she got a weird ride, but when she won the Demoiselle after that, she really, showed some potential there, and her 3-year-old campaign, like I said, been really nicely done. Even money, I know it's not the best price, but I think she's a likely winner. To end off the pick 5, I think you also have to use the 5-horse Secret Oath. She ran okay in the Preakness against the boys. She was just a little bit wide, and I think she wanted to go that day, and Luis just kind of had snug hold on her, but the Kentucky Oaks victory was very nicely done, and I thought she had a very weird trip in the Arkansas Derby where she just it wasn't Luis Contreras' best ride, shall we say, but she's definitely, she's a horse, definitely could get the trip. She's training well. 6-5. We'll definitely use this horse to end off the pick 5. But to recount my selection for the 5th from Saratoga, it's the Grade 1 $500,000 Coaching Club American Oaks. Let's take the 3-horse Nest. Give kudos to the 5-horse Secret Oath. 3-5-2-4 super, 3-5 in your multi-race. The 10th race now from Saratoga, it is the Creststicks. It's a Grade 3 event going for a purse of $200,000. Race for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 10 horses going to the Mellon Turf Course. The distance of ground of 1,100 meters, or the distance of ground of 5.5 furlongs on the Saratoga Mellon Turf Course. 1,100 meters, 5.5 furlongs. My top selection, I'm going to go with the number 3 horse here, Star Divine. Let's go 3-4-5-1 in the superfecta. 3-4-5-1 super, top selection of 3-horse Star Divine. This 4-year-old filly by Fascinate Rock. Jorge Abreu trains this one. John Velasquez gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 10th of June at Belmont. 6 furlongs wide in her turf course into the Grade 3 Intercontinental Stakes, and the horse finished second by length. She sat back early. She really closed up well behind Caravel, who was, decent stride late. But this horse, she ran her heart out there. Not a bad run back to 6. Coming here to 5.5 with a good pace in front of her. If she breaks well, I think she could really run a good race. 2 backs ran the Giants Causeway, Keeneland, 5.5, good turf course, 16th of April. She finished second by 2.5 lengths that day. And again, a little bit wide. Campanelle just really had the jump on this horse late. But this horse ran her heart out there behind a decent filly. And then before that, in the Galway here at Saratoga, 5.5 on the Mellon last August the 15th. She won by a head that day from a stupidly wide trip and a stupidly wide post draw. She was wide throughout, but she got there in nick of time. A very exciting victory for her there, earning 81 by her. And then a Belmont a mile 16th on the Widener on the 17th of June last year in a allowance race 92,000. She finished third by 2 1/4 lengths, and she didn't break that well. It was a little bit wide, but she was keeping up. Since they brought her to sprinting, she's really, well, she's mostly been sprinting, but ever since that routing race back to sprinting, she's really been on the improve. She's training well. At 9-2, I'm going to take her. I think to blow up the late pick 4, I think the 4-horse Bout Time, well, not blow up, but you know what I mean. I think Bout Time you have to use in the ticket also. And the Goldwood most recently at Monmouth going about a 5.5. She won by 2 1/4 lengths, and she really ran a good all-out victory, earning a 96 by her. Before then, that weird turf course at Churchill, 5/8 in a allowance race, she won by 2 3/4 lengths again. Really put on a show. And then the race at the fairgrounds this past winter weren't bad races at all. At 3-1, we have to use this horse, and also talking about the 5-horse Toby's Heart. This one might blow up the ticket at 8-1. Most recently, most recently in the Intercontinental, lost all chance at the beginning with this horse. He got a horrible break, had to be taken up, was stupidly wide. If she gets a better trip today, she could definitely win. If she gets a trip like the Unbridled Sydney, she's going to win by a country mile, I think. Back to Saratoga, where she's run 2 for 1 on this turf course. I'll give this horse in the late pick 4 a shot. But to recount my selection for the 10th from Saratoga, it's the grade 3 Caress. Let's take the 3-horse Star Divine. Give kudos to the 4-horse Bout Time and the 5-horse Toby's Heart. 3, 4, 5, 1 Super. 3, 4, 5 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.